Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. If you like this content, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to go over a comment here, and it's true. It says, hey, I love your videos. I'm in agreement with almost all of your fundamentals you've discussed. I've been a subscriber for a little while now, and I don't actually think I've ever heard you say the word lower before. In other words, I don't need to watch these videos to know everything's going higher, in your opinion. Some of your TNA is fairly sound, but from an outside perspective, it seems a little biased. Just my 2 cents, but appreciate all of the content you release. Keep at it. So one thing I want to make clear here. We've broken on the upside of many gigantic patterns. So VALE, Rio, a lot of the uranium companies are breaking to the upside. Oil and natural gas, a lot of them broke to the upside. Copper, nickel, platinum broke to the upside of their patterns. So you're going to hear me say it's going to go higher. And the reason is we're bottoming. Like, this is the beginning of the commodity cycle. This is the time you get. I was really aggressive, and that's why I'm running out of money. I tell people, yeah, I'm going to pick up. I'm selling all my tech stuff, and I'm rotating all of it into commodities, and I'm doing that. Basically, I'm at the end of it, almost. The reason I keep saying higher, higher, higher is because everything is breaking out. This is it. This is the beginning of the beginning. I want to make sure everyone understands this. This is it. Uranium's not going back down. Platinum's not going back down. It broke out. It's done. It's going higher. Nickel's not going back down. Copper's not going back down. The dollar broke to the downside. That's going lower. If you price the dollar in the euro and you start doing some of these other charts, there's a ton of different charts. I watched another channel chart the euro versus the dollar, and it's about to break out of a gigantic pattern to the upside, meaning the euro is going to outperform the dollar. This is what's crazy. It had an 8-year cycle. 8-year down, 8-year up, 8-year down, 8-year up. The real estate cycle is 16 years in length. They're charting the real estate cycle. They're charting oversupply, recession, which takes about 8 years on the downside, and then recovery, expansion is 8 years on the upside, roughly. That's when the foreclosures run out, and it's about 8 years. This one's going to be a little bit longer, in my opinion, just a teeny bit longer. Because the destruction of the downside and new housing starts took longer. So it's going to be longer on the upside, I think. We have to build that much more. But I want everyone to understand this is crystal clear, all right? We are at the beginning of the beginning. Natural gas companies are all breaking to the upside of gigantic patterns. Oil companies, uranium companies, all of the diversified miners broke 15-year chart patterns. Platinum's breaking 2008? That's a 12-year chart pattern. 12, 13-year chart pattern. Guys, this is it. This is it. We're at the beginning of the beginnings. This is the time you load up. I'm not telling you, this is all financial education. I'm not telling you what to do. I loaded up. I went in, I loaded the hell up. I'm running out. I'm out of my tech companies almost completely. I'm loaded up in commodities. I just keep buying them. We've got once in a lifetime opportunity here, possibly. I don't know if uranium's ever going to get this cheap again to a 62-to-1 ratio. If that compresses down to 5, that's a 30x on gold. Gold goes up 3 or 4x. Let's just say it goes up 3x from now. That's 3 times 30. That's 90 times on the uranium price. You get 6 times with a company. That's 90 times 5 or 90 times 6. You get a 500 times return. How often does that come? This may happen in 6 years. We're at the beginning of the beginning. I want everybody to understand that. All of these charts are breaking to the upside. We even have emerging markets about to break to the upside. That is more confluence. I don't know if I could have everything aligned better than what it's already aligned. These guys that are deflationists, I don't know, they're sniffing cocaine or something. They're doing all that crap. There's no way. You've got the dollar breaking to the downside. And now I listen to Michael Oliver. Michael Oliver is extremely good. He does momentum analysis. He did some interviews. He did one a couple days ago and 2 weeks ago. So it's Michael Oliver. He's been in the markets for like 40-something, 50 years. He developed his own momentum, we'll call it proprietary momentum indicators, we'll call it. So he thinks, and I'm just telling you what he thinks. He thinks this is going to happen even more rapidly. He thinks the dollar's done. He thinks this thing's going just in the crapper. If that happens, and he thinks it could happen very quickly in 2021, like it's right around the corner style. I'm not saying 2 years or 3 years. We're talking next year. We could see some of these guys are talking silver going through the roof. 50 is in the bag. Now it's just how high is it going to go? Because if that dollar goes, you better be in this stuff because you're going to get smoked. And you know what's going to happen? This is going to start to move. You're going to see a massive rotation of money out of regular stocks in the technology sector. They're going to all rotate out. They're going to say, holy crap, this is moving, and they're going to all chase. That money's going to be drawn from those other sectors and move right into where we're at. We're sitting here pretty, twiddling our thumbs, watching this hit and refresh on our portfolio accounts, watching zeros get added. This is the beginning of the beginning. And I'm positioned for it. I'm ready. I'm like, let's go. If we can stay down longer and I can cost average in a little bit more money, it's going to be an insignificant amount anyway. Might as well do it, right? Silver is going to be big. Gold's going to be big. We are in market conditions. And if you understand these market conditions, you understand real estate and how fast real estate's going higher now. All this money's going to flood in when they start building those new homes. And if anything gets spooked, remember, this is a lot of psychology here. Any of this money gets spooked on the sidelines. When people say, crap, the dollar's going down, I got to get out of cash. And you got a bunch of cash everywhere. Where's it going to go? They're going to go and chase this. And if tech and all these other companies, if you see interest rates trying to go higher, and if they are successful, I don't think they're going to be successful at holding rates down. If everybody goes and sells their bonds, I don't know if they're going to, what are they going to do, print $50 trillion? I don't know. 3 trillion here, 4 trillion here, 50, I mean, they're already doing that. But even if they are successful, I don't know if it's going to matter that if this dollar heads lower. I mean, you better be prepared. I'm telling people to get their physical holdings because if something happens where you can't get money out of your brokerage account and that dollar dives, you better be ready. You better be in some least risk stuff. That's my opinion. Doesn't mean that's what you're going to do, but you do what you need to do. But we're at the beginning of this. All these chart patterns, massive 15-year chart patterns are breaking. They are not wrong. They are not wrong. There can't be that many, and the alignment is too good for the market breadth for this stuff to all be aligned. So you're going to hear me say higher, 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 because you got to get in. You got to cost average in. You got to get spread out, and that's what I've done. I've already done it. So, hopefully this clip kind of keeps you guys focused on what's going on. These valuations are still extremely cheap. They're giving this stuff away. Uranium's in the dirt. Oil's in the dirt. They haven't been this cheap for 50 years. You got to get on it if that's what you want to do. I've already on it. I'm buying companies left and right. I'm running out of money. I'm fully vested at this point. I'm just waiting, twiddling my thumbs, clicking refresh on the portfolio. All right. So hopefully this helped you guys out. Hopefully it gained a little bit of perspective on what my thoughts are on the commodities market, on what I'm seeing with these charts. So if you subscribe, if you like this content, subscribe, click the thumbs up button, do all that cool stuff. My channel's Finding Value. Thanks.